You kind of get a kick out of
Yeah.
it. You feel like you've lived through someone else's lifetime almost when you have a real conversation with someone.
Yeah. You know, one thing that I've seen about your mind now?
What?
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
You're still a little... Okay, wait, hold on. First, you're Janvikapoor. Okay, and the world's eyes are on you right now. But at the same time, parallelly, you're still this humble, nice, pavam, slightly underconfident.
Oh, severely underconfident.
Yeah, that's there. Like, why is it difficult for you to think that you're an attractive lady?
I don't know.
What's weird about it? Like, why don't you just embrace it?
Because I think that, and I've said this many times before, but I think that from a very young age, there have been versions of this nepotism debate that have made their way into my life. Cool. Since as long as I can remember, small remarks like, you know why you did well on that test is because your parents are famous and like the teacher's starstruck, or like, oh, you only like, this person's only friends with you because like they think you're cool because you're famous. So everything in my life, someone has taunted me about saying it's not you they like, it's not you they value, it's your parents. So I think it kind of like diminishes or makes you question what you have to offer in this way. I think see, I need to admit to myself that there is some amount of truth in what all of these people are saying, and I would rather be underconfident than be delusional to like all of this attention and everything I'm getting, and I'm on beer biceps and all only on my own merit. That's delusional. And I'd rather be underconfident about it than arrogant in what I have in life. So it's okay. Like, I'll deal with some of those feeling like down and out kind of days, but I'd rather have that than be... Because I think when you're arrogant about it, you get complacent in your art and you stagnate in your growth as a person. And that's what I would hate.
Probably the world of films.
I guess so. I mean, that's one argument for nepotism then. It's a scientific one. Like, what do you do? It's in my mitochondria.
No, fair. Our reproductive parts.
Like, involuntarily, you just know this information.
Everything. My dinner table conversations were,
it's like uteruses.
Yeah, uterus. And this one didn't get a period. And it's all in my mind.
How attractive for like dinner table talk.
It's so normal for me that, it's just become a part of my life. It also made me understand that men's and women's bodies are very different.
So different. And that makes obviously the energies are different, but it changes so much, I think. What this did to me as a child growing up, I love. I was telling you before, I skipped a lot of school. So my education was primarily on like my dad's film sets or traveling with my mom, and formal education is very important. But the things that I learned traveling with them on a film set, so much about things like respecting people's time, different cultures. And I think that emotional intelligence that comes with understanding the sensitivity of an artist in artistic environment is so priceless. And we at home are so consumed by our love for films and cinema and honest good work in that field that it's what drives us. I think my dad going, I think apart from the love and support that we feel from our family, is our love for films. Honestly, I don't think I'd have the will to go through with it if I didn't love what I do so much. In a way that it's almost selfish. I love it so much, I like, it's almost keeping me alive, I think. Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I came to you for a job interview, would I get the job on the basis of this conversation?
If you showed up, I wouldn't take the interview because then I'd keep like blushing in the middle of it.
That's cute.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, you want me to break you down professionally?
Yeah. Like, sometimes we get penalized for having, for not seeming interested or interesting in our answers, but the questions that are being asked are impersonal and generic also. And more often than not, asked with the intention of trying to get clickbait. So you already feel like defensive.
Can I get some clickbait? I'm
sure you're gonna get clickbait because like in exactly 7 minutes I'm gonna tie up my hand, like fold my legs and like speak rubbish because that's what always happens.
No, chill. I'm gonna protect you, JK.
Okay, good.
But what I do want to ask you is, you spoke about impersonal questions, so I'm gonna go like hyper personal now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. What's your biggest insecurity?
For me, I think what if I am as little as people think of me, or I am as limited as they would imagine me to be. What if?
Through your career, have you had any mental health issues which you've just hidden by, like, you know, smiling through it?
I think so. I think each one of us has. I don't know because I never went to a therapist. I kind of therapized myself.
Because you didn't need one.
No, I tried it. I tried it a couple of times. There were phases in my life, especially after my dad. I didn't know how to deal with my emotions. I was in a new country. I didn't know people. I was walking into meetings where people didn't know me. I was reintroducing myself at the age of 31, 32 after I had conquered another industry in India. So, you know, all of those things added a lot of pressures on me, you know, when you're starting all over again in another country where a culture is different, everything was different, and I was alone. So it took a big toll on me at that point, and I don't know if I can clinically say I was depressed or not, but I really felt like I was. I tried to go to therapists, but because I didn't have the consistency of time, I didn't follow through. So I kind of logified with myself. I'm someone who talks to myself, and I think about things, whether it's in my dreams or whether it's when I'm awake. I talk to myself about how I'm feeling and how I can overcome, feel it.
To accept it.
To accept it. I think you have to reach a place of acceptance of the fact that it's okay to feel that way instead of beating yourself up about it.
Did you also keep your mind busy with work?
For a while, I did. And that was not the best decision. It was me running away from my issues, whereas I realized that especially when you have something that you're mentally feeling like you can't move on from, you have to find support. You have to find someone you can rely on. I relied a lot on my friends at that point. I chose, instead of being alone and dealing with it alone, I would go out, seek out people that actually care about me. And I think a lot of kids don't do that. Because of stuff we read and people's opinions that we read online, and trust me, no one has more opinions about someone as they do about me. I get so many opinions from people, good, bad, ugly. Social media can be good and can be evil. If you focus on the good, the idea of social media was to get people together. It was never to make people feel like they are
Targeted.
They're targets. Exactly. So I think instead of focusing on the negativity and taking the pressure off, it's important, if you're feeling down, dark, deep, to not keep it to yourself, to not be alone. It's very important to find someone that you can talk to, even if they can't help you. It doesn't have to be a therapist. It could be your mom. It could be your friend. It could be someone. But don't do it alone.
God, that's your biggest advice.
Yes.
Find support from
Find
someone.
support. Because a lot of kids end up like taking their lives, end up, getting into deep, dark places because they think they have to solve it themselves. You don't. The beauty of this film was the takeaway of this movie, which I think when you guys go and watch it, you'll realize that it's the philosophy of the movie. What she means by a sky is pink is don't let anyone tell you what the color of your sky is.
मेरे दिमाग में ये चल रहा है कि वो आंटी थी ना, उसने नजर डाला है मेरे पे. ये बहुत I need to change this. Actually मैं हाल ही में ये सनी संस्कारी की तुलसी कुमारी के लिए शूट कर रही थी 2-3 दिन पहले. बहुत मज़ा बॉम्बे में, बहुत ही ज़्यादा मज़ा आ रहा है. रोमांटिक कॉमेडी है. मैं पहली बार कॉमेडी कर पा रही हूँ. आई थिंक मैंने मेरे करियर में बहुत सारे ऐसे लाचार, बेचारी, दुखी आत्माओं का किरदार निभाया है. पहली बार ऐसे लग रहा है कि मैं मतलब मज़े आ रहे हैं, कुछ मज़ेदार कैरेक्टर है. एंड इनफैक्ट इवन देवरा में बहुत बहुत मज़ेदार कैरेक्टर है. उलझ की जिक्र की थी आपने. एक चीज़ जो मुझे बहुत पसंद है उलझ के किरदार में, वो ये है कि वो बहुत क्लियर, एम्बिशियस, फोकस्ड और बिल्कुल लाचार नहीं है. बहुत एजेंसी है उसमें. ओहो गुलशन ने तो आपको सब कुछ. मैं सोचती नहीं हूँ बचपन से कितना ट्रोल कर लिया, अभी भी अगर मैं करते रहते थे. मतलब जब से ये सोशल मीडिया का बूम हुआ है, मैंने ऐसे इतने सारे चीज़ें सुन ली अभी. आई डोंट थिंक मच कैन बॉदर मी. बट टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट आई डोंट नो, अगर एक फोटो का कुछ एडिट बन जाए उसे भी डीप फेक कहते हैं. तो वो तो मतलब होते कितने सालों से होते जा रहा है. काफ़ी होता है मेरे साथ भी. या आई think like as women, like you do get sexualized, not just in this country, all over the world. The male gaze, not just the male gaze, the way that women look at women is also very it's not always neutral. It very rarely is. And I think इस दौर में शायद हमारी समाज उस तरफ बढ़ रही है कि हम इन सारी चीज़ों को लेकर वुमेन को लेकर और इज्जत से, बॉडी इमेज को लेकर और इज्जत से पेश आ रहे हैं. बट एज फार एज डीप फेक्स को I can show you my phone right now, my tagged images. There'll be about 50 images of me, maybe taken today in this sari, but they'll edit like a bikini on me, or they'll edit like random things. And it's like, there'll be at least 30-40 of them right now. So I see it all the time. I don't know what to... The only fear, sometimes news portals pick it up as genuine images, which has happened a couple of times, and they say that, oh, she's spotted wearing nothing on the streets of Delhi. And that's a little problematic, but then they take it down if you tell them that it's fake. It is what it is. Like, you can't. अगर मैं सच में इस चीज़, it's so sad that I've become immune to it. Don't you think so? Like, it's quite traumatic for any woman to see a picture of herself like that. But मैंने accept कर लिया कि ये मेरे काम का एक हिस्सा है. और अगर मैं इस चीज़ के बारे में गहराई से सोचूं तो शायद मैं बहुत निराश हो जाऊंगी. सिर्फ मेरे लिए ही नहीं, बल्कि कि ये स्टेट है. दिस इज़ द स्टेट ऑफ अफेयर्स इन आवर सोसाइटी. But you can't think about it. It's happening at such a high frequency. I hope better sense prevails. But as of now, it doesn't seem, at least to do with deep fakes, I just feel like it's getting problematic. नहीं. I think मेरे जो भी co-actors रहे हैं वो बहुत प्यार से बर्ताव किया उन्होंने मेरे साथ. चाहे वो पंकज सर हो या राज या गुलशन या रोशन या वरुण या जो भी हो, आउटसाइडर्स इनसाइडर्स, ये जो डिवाइड क्रिएट किया गया है हमारे अभी इंडस्ट्री में, आई थिंक देव ऑल बिन वेरी रिस्पेक्टफुल, एटलीस्ट टू माई नो, देव बिन रिस्पेक्टफुल अबाउट, and I don't think they have any doubts about why I was doing the films that I was doing. I hope not. मैनेज करते हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि मैं कमा रही हूँ तो और घर चलाने में मैं उनका हाथ बटा रही हूँ. So I think it's like an equal say, but मुझे, because I don't have the patience or bandwidth. And right now I think the funds need to be allocated in a certain area, so I'm working towards a goal. A monthly goal that I need to hit. No, I need to hit a monthly goal to keep the house running. Yeah. मगर मुझे ये सब करना है. अभी तो घर चलाने में ही सब कुछ आ रहा है. कौन से जासूस लगा दिया आपने मेरे पीछे? आप मेरे फूड वीडियो, पूरा होम पेज फूड वीडियो से भरा है. वो ASMR जानते हैं आप लोग? हाँ, वो चबाने का, वो कुछ शक्कर का कुछ कवर्ड जापानीज चॉकलेट खा रहे हैं या आइसक्रीम करके अजीब सा नया शुरू किया है मैंने, क्योंकि आई जस्ट गॉट अ डॉग. जापानीज एनिमे कोई थे, वन पंच मैन, साइतामा. मेरे दोस्त ने नाम रखा है साइतामा करके. एंड